out there. Babe, I don't know. So yesterday when I was starting my stream, it said that I was down to like 4 subscribers because I had six. I mean, I had seven, and then when I looked at yesterday, it was down to I don't know. It was down to four, so I don't know why. So when you subscribe, like it's supposed to be like a subscription, right? And so like every month you have to pay like the $5 or whatever it is. Um, but I know it hasn't even been a month since you've been subscribed, so I have no idea why or what that situation is. So I'm not sure. We can look into it a little bit more, but I am sorry about that, babe. Um, so welcome everyone um, to another day, another dollar, as they say. This is later than I typically like to do by about an hour or so. It's not anything crazy, but I was spending some time sorting my cards. My awesome wife and then my youngest daughter, they were helping me sort my OP-12 cards, um, just so I can actually know because the way I list my cards on TCG Player, I basically guess how many of a card I have. Sometimes, typically, I'm close, where it's extremely rare that I have to like refund anything because I don't have the card. And typically, it's like one card, right? Which is like they're typically like penny cards. So I've had to do that probably like 4, maybe 5 times max, and that seems probably like a lot, but or that feels like a lot. I don't think I've done that much, but we'll just play it safe and say we've done it 5 times. But this way, it makes it a lot easier because some of the cards I had 30, 40 of. There was one card, I can't remember which one it was. I had 63 of a card. So it makes it a little bit easier to just kind of, spend the time to do it one time. I put out how much, I put the inventory, and then from here on out, if I do open anything OP-12, then, I can add that to my inventory so I can have them as accurate as a of account that I can possibly have. So I spent time doing that, and then I was updating my inventory on TCG Player. I still have to do my PRB-02s, then I have to do my OP-13. So OP-13, I'm still doing the just assumption on what I have. PRB-02, I'm very close. Actually, on PRB-02, that was the first set that I did a good job because I had that in like a binder. So I was very close on that, and not even close. I was doing a better job of like keeping the correct inventory on PRB-02, but I've opened like a bunch of PRB-02 packs in the past like week, and I haven't sorted those. So I've just been kind of doing OP-13 and handling OP-13. So I probably have, I don't know, that's a couple hundred, and I'm thinking it's probably like 500 or so cards for PRB-02 that's like not sorted, that I probably need to sort. So since I ain't sorted them already, we gonna open some fucking PRB-02. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. So I got 5 PRB-02s that we'll be opening. I have 5 OP-13s that we'll be opening, and then I have, I can't not do a Riftbound, especially after what happened yesterday. That shit was crazy. Does it not automatically renew? I think it's supposed to, babe. Like, I've never subscribed to anybody before, so I don't know. I'm assuming that it does. I'm assuming it's like a subscription service and it automatically renews every month until you cancel it. But like I said, I don't think it's even been a month that you've been subscribed. So I wouldn't think that it would already have been up for that 1 month renewal and it didn't renew, right? Because I don't think that you've been subscribed for a month. You may have been, and time flies when you're having fun. So you may have been, it may have been something where it's not renewing. I don't know, but like I said, we can look into that. Um, cool. So first, I'm gonna do Riftbound. Um, would anybody be interested in? It doesn't matter if you'll be interested or not, because I'm gonna do it anyways. But I just would like to have like a show of hands in the chat or whatever. Maybe I'll put a poll up. I need to get better at these polls. Um, that's what she said. Um, let's see. Yeah, I agree. I agree. That is very weird. Like I assume that it would, again, it's called subscription, so I would assume that it would do it. Let's see. Do predictions. Quick actions. Uh. Start a prediction. Manage poll. There we go. New poll. Okay. So would you be interested in a stream about how to sell cards? Yes and hell yes, because I'm gonna do it anyways. But I want to do this poll, so and we'll do 10 minutes. I don't know. Start the poll. Okay, so I'm putting up a poll. Would you be interested in a stream on how I sell cards? And I'll go from basically the very beginning, like how to. I won't go through like creating an account and stuff like that, just because that's like a little bit too much. But if anybody obviously has questions on that, it's very simple, and I could walk you through it. But I'll go through like what the inventory thing looks like on TCG Player. I'll go through like putting it on there, how we get the notifications. So we typically get like emails or whatever, but then you can also look in like your dashboard and it'll show you the orders, how I do it. I print out the paper, blah, blah, blah. I can go through the whole steps up until like shipping the card off and how I ship the cards off. Like, from a small order of one card up to the largest order I've got, which was like 930 cards. So, so far. So if you want to do that, put a yes in the poll. That should be up right now. If you don't, then put a no. Again, I'm gonna be doing it anyways, but yeah, that's just so you guys can feel like you're in control, right? When I'm the one who's really in control. Let's see. I'm great at polls, babe. I don't know. I can't trust you with your like innuendos right now, because you tried that with that AI song and it turned out to be super gay. I mean, no offense to my gay friends out there, but the song was super gay about me being super gay, and I'm like, hold on, that's not how this is supposed to work, dude. You my wife. But anyways, it was hilarious. So my wife, just kind of a background, my wife used like AI. She's been into these AI like song creations. They make like a 1 to 2 minute song or something like that. You could probably make them longer, I don't know, but she made one. She's trying to help me out, and because at the beginning there's not really any music that's playing, it's just kind of this little background music that I have, and it would be cool to have like a theme song or an intro song or something like that. And so she came up with one, and it was just talking about some weird stuff. But the second one that she made was actually pretty dope, and so I boo boo, thank you, babe, for the sub. I don't know what happened before, but I'm grateful for you. Thank you. But yeah, the second song that she came up with was actually pretty dope. So I wanted to like try it out today, but the day just kind of got away from me. I had to go grocery shopping today and all that stuff. So I will try and have it at the beginning of the stream tomorrow. So get here early so you can hear And maybe I'll do it at the end too. Maybe I'll do it at the beginning and the end. That's probably a good idea. So it'll automatically start. I'm sure I can set that up where it automatically starts on both of those screens, like the starting screen and the ending screen. That would be pretty dope, actually. And I don't have to worry about it being copyrighted because, you know, my wife made it. We gotta have a drop like Tryhard's wife made it. You know how them ad libs be. Okay, so let's jump into some cards. Booster packs. Like I said, we'll do Riftbound first. Booyah. Bam. I really like opening the Riftbound packs. I wish there was more. I wish there was more like inventory available, right? Because I've gotten 3 boxes, right? One is not going to be opened. I say that every time. One's not going to be opened. One I opened and just did an entire stream on, which I don't regret it, but then I kind of do regret it, you know, just because I didn't realize, you know, hindsight is 2020. I didn't realize it was going to be so hard to come up on like inventory. I would have probably just did like 1 at a time, like 1 a day, maybe 2 a day, like I'm kind of doing now. But you know, you live and you learn, and then you get loves. All right, Mega Mech. So this seems like just a vanilla card. Meditation. Disintegrate. I got a few of those. This Glory Seeker. I'm trying to. When you play me, buff me. If I don't have a buff. Okay, so this is a Legion. The Legion effect. So if you've played something. But this is. I wonder how this is supposed to. I wonder. No, the buffs. The buff stays. The buffs stay. I'm fairly certain the buff stays unless you spend it. So I think. I haven't seen this, but this is just my assumption because there's a lot of cards that say you can spend a buff from a unit or whatever. And so I think the buff stays on a unit until you like spend it to get another effect or something. Crackshot Corsair. Morbid Return. That's a dope name for a card, and I like that artwork there. I mean, we're still in the common cards, but you know. Common cards can have some dope ass fucking artwork, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. Herald of Scales. So something I do really like is that I think I have all the common cards. I'm pretty sure I have all the common cards so far in the Origin set. But I don't think, or I'm 100% sure I don't have all the even the uncommons, right? And I've opened probably the equivalent of like 2.5 boxes at this point. I don't have all the uncommons like this card. I'm fairly certain I don't have this card. Your dragon's energy costs are reduced by 2 to a minimum of 1. Maybe I have this one because I have noticed a couple of times in my past streams I'll say, oh, I know I don't have this card. I know for a fact I don't have this card. Then I'm going to put it in my binder. And I'm like, oh wait, I do have this card. But I have like one of it, right? So I don't see the card that often because I'm not looking at my binder of Riftbound that often. But so this is one of those cards which I might have, but it does not look familiar. But I know that there are still some cards that I don't, some uncommon cards that I don't have, and that might be one of them. Unlicensed Armory. Discard 1, tap this card, rest this card. I can't remember what it's called, but you know, tap, rest, it's all the same. Choose a friendly unit. The next time it dies this turn, you may pay Fury to recall it exhausted instead. Send it to base. This isn't a move. Ah, okay. Okay, this is, okay, so it's gear. Okay. I'm still figuring it out. I gotta see if the card shop that's closest to me does Riftbound tournaments. I'd pull up with a deck. You feel me? Challenge. Ooh, Echo. Let's go. So this is just a rare. This is one that I know I don't have for a fact Because Echo is my favorite. Echo is my favorite character in League of Legends. He's one of the reasons I started playing League of Legends in the first place. Because I started playing TFT because one of my good friends really was trying to get us into League of Legends for a long, long time, and we were like not having it, not having it. And then he convinced us to play TFT because we could play it on our phone. So it's an app. Well, you can play it on their phones or the computer, but there was an app. We saw him play and it was like, okay, let's try it. Let me try it. You know what I'm saying? And we're like, liking it. We're liking TFT, Team Fight Tactics, and he's like, yeah, if you like this, you like League of Legends too. All these characters are in there, and Echo was one of like at this point because they switch up how powerful the characters are pretty frequently. Echo was like one of the legendary characters or whatever in Team Fight Tactics at this time. He was like one of the strongest ones in there, and I was like, oh, he's so dope. And so when I started, so he finally convinced us because we were, already playing Team Fight Tactics. We're like, oh, whatever, this is the next step. And so I started to play, and then I started playing Echo. I was never any good with them. I was never any good with anybody, but yeah, this is okay. So let's see. He has Accelerate and Death Knell. Or Death Knell. Recycle me to ready your runes. Recycle me to ready all your runes. To ready all your runes. If that's talking about ready all your runes, that's actually cracked, man. That's absolutely insane. Grand Stratagem. Okay, this looks pretty dope. I know I don't have this one. It's a spell. 6. Oh my god, this has got to be. See, I can tell it's going to be a good spell because you rest. Or excuse me, yeah, you have to rest 6 and then you recycle 3. So that's a lot of power. That is a lot of power. So action. Play me. Okay. Give friendly units +5 this turn. So it's all units. Okay, so yeah, that's a pretty powerful effect. Ah, babe. I finally get what you said with your last comment. I know I'm very late, but I looked at it, I was like, okay. Because at first I was talking about, like, I said something about, that's what she said, something about pose, like, stripper pose. And then you're saying I'm great at pose, like I'm a stripper. And then I'm like, hold on, this is kind of weird. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know, but I see what you're saying now. I get it, babe. Wink, wink. Yeah. Fire. And then we have a Fury Rune. All right, so nothing crazy. I mean, we did get 2 rare cards that I didn't have, which I actually really like. The collector in me wants to collect all the cards. You can't hit a signature Jinx every day, obviously, but yeah, this was a good pack. I'm actually very, very happy with this pack. All these other cards I have, which that's gonna be the same with commons. You're gonna have commons. I may not have this Herald of Scales. I may have it. I may not have it. I don't know for sure, but I know for a fact I don't have these 2. This Grand Stratagem and this Echo. So, and then he's a champion unit too. So yeah, this is pretty dope. I like this. I like this pack. All right, Riftbound, yes sir, yes sir. We got the Riftbound, bro. You missed it. You missed it yesterday. I had a banger yesterday, but yeah, I'm opening some Riftbound. It's pretty dope. I hit a. You know what? I'm about to show the chat real quick. Ooh. Ooh. So this was the hit yesterday, if you were not a part of the stream. So this is one of the showcase cards. So showcase, from what I've gathered so far, again, Riftbound is very new. So what I've found is, like, if we're trying to compare it to like One Piece, because that's what I know the most. But yeah, what I know is from what I've gathered, the showcase cards are like the alternates, right? Like, so you have like you have the original card, and then you have the alternate artwork. those are the showcase cards, right? And so the showcase cards have this little symbol at the bottom, right down here. Yeah, that's what the showcase symbol looks like. But they have this alternate artwork for the original like Jinx card, right? For this original Jinx legend, which again is like the leader. So they have this, but then on top of that, there's an extra layer of rarity to some of these cards that have the signature of the artist on it. So you can see that right there, and if you look at the bottom down here, you see this guy Sean Yang. Don't worry, those scratches are just on the case, on the top loader. So yeah, some of the artists signed the cards, and that makes the cards value. This is obviously isn't his real signature, I'm assuming. It's just like a print of his signature. But yeah, this card is the lowest. So yesterday, the lowest on TCG Player was like 590, but that's gone now. And then so today I looked, it was like there was a couple like 620s, and then it went up to like 800. There's only like 10 listings of this right now. So hopefully the value on it goes up. I'm probably gonna send this off to get it graded. You know, I'm just in my grading era right now. Everything's getting graded. You're getting graded. You're getting graded. I'm gonna have this Fury graded. Yeah, first graded Fury. That's like the Dawn or the energy or whatever you use, the mana and magic, you know, the stuff you use to use stuff. That reminded me of in Tropic Thunder when Robert Downey Jr. was like, I'm the dude playing the dude, pretending to be the other dude. That was my favorite movie for a long time, and probably still is my favorite movie. It's such a hilarious movie. Let's see. How many subs have I sent off? What are you talking about, subs? How many subs have I sent off? I don't know what you're meaning there. I didn't weigh this pack, but whatever. All right, here's pack number 1 of Riftbound. Or excuse me, PRB-02. I got Riftbound on the brain. Must be love on the brain. Oh, you got some OP-12. Fire, fire. All right, so we got a Nico, Simigoku, Black Hole. 3, 4, 5. So we got a My Era Begins. Black Maria, Monkey D. Luffy, German 66 Pirate Foil, and then a Calgara Dawn. Alright, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. I do want to weigh these because y'all know that's my thing. All right, 37.24, so pretty light. Alrighty, what we got here? Redback. Nope. I did hit a redback yesterday though. Hit a redback yesterday. So if we hit another one today, that'll actually be crazy. Let's see. Okay, this is OP-13. Alright, so gotta make sure that I haven't sorted my OP-13. Like, they're sorted in colors, but I haven't like actually organized them. So I'm gonna probably do that. I might spend some time doing that tomorrow. Maybe tonight. Who knows? It depends. Leader pack. Come on, be something good. Boa. Boa, that's not too bad. I've sold all my boas, so I am looking to re-up. You forget to print the labels, my boy. 33, 67, 73. Not too bad. Remember, this is PRB-02, so these packs are a little lighter because they have less cards in them. There's only 10 cards in these packs. In the typical set packs, there's 12. So the packs are going to be heavier. Hard to find OP-13. Bruh, OP-13, like, OP-12 was really mid. Like they had some really good, they had some chase cards in there or whatever, right? But it was a lot easier to find. But OP-13, bro, people going crazy for OP-13. Like they really out here they back to being grimy like they was for PRB-02. You know what I'm saying? Like people really on a different type of time. But check out Target. Like, I mean, I don't know how y'all Targets are down there, but Target like has been doing a really good job of like re-upping. But I have like 3 Targets within like 10-mile radius of me. So if the target that's closest to me is the one that runs out the quickest, then there's one that's probably like 5 minutes further than that target. So sometimes I'll go to that one, and I just went there today actually, and they had a ton. It was like they just re-upped or something like that. So yeah. Ben Beckman, Bennett like Beckman, Sanji Shiki. Ooh, a Robin Don. Nice. I wonder how many Robin Dons I have now, because I'm probably gonna switch out my Dons in my Koala deck. If I have 10, 37, 49. This isn't too bad. Not a huge fan of the 40s, because those are the ones where the leaders be in. Leaders be hiding up in there. They get rated quick on Tuesdays. Ended up buying Gundam. I did open a pack of Gundam before. I opened a pack of Gundam. I guess Lorcana just came out with a new set on Friday, so I bought a couple packs. I bought 2 packs of Lorcana. Bro, I don't know if you've experienced this or if you were able to get any Phantasmal Flames or whatever, but I got like 4 packs of Phantasmal Flames, and the blister packs. The blister packs had Mega Evolution, like the Mega Evolution 01 in them. I was fucking pissed, bro. I was like, this is supposed to be Phantasmal Flames, motherfucker. That sucks. But I've seen that happen very commonly, because after I was bitching about it, I said I was going to look it up. And I did look it up, and it was happening very, very commonly. And like, it wasn't every single one, but there was a lot of people that were complaining about, having in the Phantasmal Flames booster, or excuse me, in the Phantasmal Flames like blister, there were Mega Evolution, the original Mega Evolutions in there. So I was fucking pissed. But I did get 2 of the ones that had the 3 promo cards and then the coin in them. I had 2 of those, and those were actually Phantasmal Flames. So I was kind of pissed about that. So I haven't gotten any more, because I was seeing some people saying that it was like some sort of like error or something like that with the shipment that went to Target. They were saying like it was a production error or something like that. And I'm like, man, I deserve some compensation for some shit like that. Redback. Nope. If we get 2 redbacks in a row, that'd be lit. Don't open. Bro, What? Don't open what? I've opened all the packs, so I bet you my Target still has them because they did what you were talking about before. They moved the Pokemon cards back behind the guest services, so you have to get it through them, and they only give you two. No, I don't think I got any hits. We did get the Gengar. I think we got the Gengar EX or whatever, and that one's popular, but it's like selling for like $4 or $5 or something like that. So it wasn't anything crazy, but it was one of the more popular ones. And then the other one we didn't get anything. Warcurry, nice. Uta. Eh. I've had worse. I've had worse packs. I'll take an Uta. I don't know how popular the Uta is or how quickly it's selling because I haven't listed any. 33.73. Haven't listed any Utas because I don't think I have a playset yet. I might have a playset now. I should have at least a playset now. Man, I just keep looking at this. I just keep looking at this Jinx. This thing looks so good. This thing is definitely gonna get sent off to. I was a huge fan, so I did pull this. I did pull the original of this. When I say original, the non-signature showcase card, and that was like one of the first few packs that I opened because the first few packs that I opened, I had like I got 5 like loose packs from a card shop or whatever. Those were the first Riftbound packs that I opened, and in one of those, I hit this artwork again, not the signature version, but I did hit the artwork, and I was in love with it. It was one of my favorite cards so far. This one obviously is trumping all the cards because the value, and I really like how it looks. But yeah, I am in love with that card. I might ship it out. I'm probably gonna ship it out on like Monday because I'm going to get a couple of Shanks cards. I have 2 Shanks special prints from PRB-02, the 2 Shanks special prints. I have 2 of those, and then I have the Shanks Dawn, and then there's a convention. It's called Anime Planet or something like that, and they are going to have the English voice actor for Shanks there, so I'm gonna try and get my card signed, and then send them in to have everything graded. Because at Beckett they grade they'll grade and they'll authenticate the signature as well. So they'll grade the card and they'll authenticate the signature. I was super worried that if I were to have someone sign the card, like the person that signs the card, I was worried that would like lower the value of the card because when somebody's looking at like Beckett or PSA, they'll look at it and be like, oh, the card is not perfect. There's writing on the card or whatever. But it makes sense, thinking about it. But I didn't know for sure. But now that I've kind of researched it a bit, I'm like, okay, cool. They'll verify the signature of the person who it says it is. Then they'll also grade the card based on its condition. So I'm super pumped about that. So hopefully I get that done this weekend, and then Monday I'll be able to ship those off. Ooh, we got a Shiryu, not too bad. Eustace Captain Kid. Oh, Captain, my Captain, Sugar Dawn. Dun, 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 on honey. You are my candy girl. Prevent stealing. I mean, I like it. I'm a big fan of them moving the cards behind there. Not the One Piece cards though. Don't move the One Piece cards back there. But yeah, it's because Pokemon is just absolutely insane as far as like is like how hard it is to get. It's so hard to get the Pokemon cards. How much does Beckett charge to grade? Beckett, so their basic service, right? So I think it's like $20. It's like $15 or $20 or something like that. But that's the one where it can take like, I think they have like 45-day, like they have a 45-day timetable on the on the site or something like that. Then it goes up to $35, and that one is like a month. I think that's the one I did for my treasure pack Luffy or whatever, the third anniversary treasure pack Luffy that I sent in. So I should be getting that one beginning of December, hopefully, because I sent it in on the 12th. Yeah, so I sent it in about a week ago. Was it a week ago? Was it last Wednesday? I want to say it was longer than that. I think I did it before last Wednesday. But yeah, I did it whenever I did it. I think it said expected beginning of December. And then from there, it goes up to, I think it's like 75 is the next tier. And that one is like, you get it back within 2 weeks. And then they have like a expedited even further than that. It was like, I think it was like 150 or something like that. Which, I mean, you know, a month is cool for me. And I took some cards to GameStop on Monday to have them like ship it off to grading. No, I sent it. No, I took it Tuesday, matter of fact. So yesterday, because I remember they said that they ship the cards out on Monday. They ship the cards out every Monday, and I was like, damn, I missed it by a day. But they do with PSA, they do the most basic service, which is the same service that I did with these first 3 cards that I had, and I sent those off to be graded like in August, like the middle of August or something. And, you know, I just got them back, you know, within the last week. So it took close to 90 days, if not longer than that. But yeah, it went through a vendor. So, you know, the vendor, they have to send it in, you know, I don't know when they actually send it in versus when they get the card back versus when, you know, the card actually gets back to me. So it took 90 days through all that. This is kind of the same deal. You know, I'm going through GameStop. I'm not in a rush for any of the cards, so I'm like, whatever. Let me just ship them off and see what happens. Leader pack. Leader. Pumpkin Eater. Yeah, the prices are really similar to PSA from what I saw. The time frames are similar as well. Yeah, so I just want to try both services, see what I like the best, see what kind of experience I get. Won't hurt to have like a, you know, a different. Oh, come on. Yeah, it won't hurt to have like a multiple sets from the different graders, so I'm like, whatever. Yeah, it was everything. Looking at it, everything was very, very similar. So red back, just kidding. It's a Dawn back, like always. They're all Dawn packs. 4, 5. Ooh, finger pistol. That's pretty dope. This is one of those cards where I haven't gotten a lot of out of all of the packs that I've opened. Out of all the PRB packs that I've opened, I don't know, 6, 7 PRB-02 boxes, the equivalent of that, probably more than that, and I've barely gotten any finger pistols. So there's so many cards. Ooh, and we got the Boa Hancock. This card is selling for like $10 right now, and so I think something's lagging. 6, 7. I don't know what you're talking about, but I know that's a thing that the kids are saying. But yeah, we got this new Boa Hancock Fire. Again, this one is going for like $10, $10, $11 right now, and I have a few of them. And typically, if you sell them like one of these, then you typically have to sell it for like the lower prices if somebody wants to look at you. But if you sell like 3 or 4 of them, people will pay a bit more to get them from you, because if they were buying from one person, they're buying one from one person, another from another person, another from another person, they're gonna have to pay like shipping fees for all that. So you typically have a little bit of leeway in your pricing if you're grouping more of the cards together. So even though let's say the price for this is $11, right? I might sell it for 12. I might sell 3 of them for 12 or something like that, or 4 of them for 12, because people will be like, okay, I'll just get them all from this one person because I'll get them all at the same time. I don't have to pay different shipping. When you buy them from 4 different places, you might get one might be coming from your same state, one might be coming from all the way across the map, right? Whereas this one, everything's gonna come in all at once. So pretty dope. So I like that bow, Black Vortex. Love this card. I actually have a few of these though. Now, I know Fiend isn't here, but Fiend, here's a chopper. Here's a chopper down for you. Not for you, I'm showing you, but you know what I mean. Yeah. I'm gonna hit a gold chopper down one of these days. 37.51. Okay, that's not a bad one. Not a bad one. Who they want? Chopper style. Chop, chop, chopper down. Chopper down. Chop, chop. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, I don't think it's a leader pack. Yeah, I think my next, so actually my next goal is probably going to be, okay, so here's really realistic what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to go through my OP-13s and get them sorted very, very well. I'm probably going to get them sorted like I did with the OP, me and my family. I didn't do it all, but like I did with the OP-12s, just kind of sort everything and then order them as well. So, all the cards are together, so I know exactly how many I have. I can enter it into the TCG player system much more accurately, and then also it'll be so much easier to like search for the cards instead of having to spend the time going through all my blues and saying, okay, I need 4 of Little Orange Jr. Let me find where 4 of Little Orange Jr. are. Right, I can just jump to the Little Orange Jr., pull 4 of them out. St. Joe's Guard, Brilliant Punk, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Blamenco, hit him with that Blamenco. St. Marcus Mars, now he wanted to show up all the time since I had such issues trying to pull him, but he'll go into this one will go into the binder. So this is the first one that I have. We did pull the alt art for the St. Marcus Mars yesterday, so that was fire. But we do need one of these for the actual binder because I have 4 for my deck. Is it kind of sticky? Let's go, boy. Let's go. Let's go. So we do get a hit. We get a Sabo, which is the one we need. So we have Sabo already, obviously. Oh, looks like a sale just came through for an Otama and something else. So we pulled this Sabo, or we already have this Sabo, but we need more of these Sabos. So because it's nice to get hits, right? It's nice to get hits, especially with like the secret rares and stuff like that. And it's always going to be nice, but this is dope because we actually need this card for a deck that we have, right? So that's fantastic. This Sabo is 6 cost, 7,000 power. Sabo, is that like a name of one of your characters in your books, babe? This is a stream, kids potentially listen to the stream, so we're not going to talk about the type of books my wife like to read and listen to, but Sabo might be a name of one of her characters in her books, so we'll just leave it at that. This actually looks crazy. One of the things I like about the secret rares for OP-13, the 3. First off, they have 3 of them. That's pretty dope. It's the 3 brothers, Sabo, Luffy, and then Ace. But they're all just super busy. Like, it's just, there's so much going on in this picture. It's just like somebody threw a can of paint and said, okay, this is what the artwork's going to be like. But this looks awesome, and it's one that we needed. So I'm very, very happy. This is our second one. So if we can get 4 of these, I'd be happy with that. So this is a 6 cost, 7,000 power Dressrosa Revo Army type character with blocker, with activate main once per turn. Up to one of your characters gains +2 cost until the end of your opponent's next turn. Then give up to one rested Don card to your leader. Do I think this is like secret rare? Do I think this is like secret rare level? No, I genuinely don't. But it's still a very, very good card. And I could make a case for it, especially compared to like the other secret rares in this set. But 6 cost, 7,000 power blocker works. This works really well in the Sabo OP-13 Sabo. It also works really well in OP-12 Koala. That's what I'm looking for. And then you get to give +2 cost to any character on the board, and you get to give a Don to your leader. And so I was playing on the sim with this earlier today, and didn't realize it was only to your leader. I thought you could give a Don to anybody, but you can only give it to your leader. Basically, making your leader 6,000 power leader on offense. But fantastic hit, super pumped. Let's go. And we got the Marcus Mars, so I'm pumped about that too. Not equally as pumped, but I'm still very, very pumped because again, this will go in the book because I finally have all 4 of the. I finally have all 4 of the cards that I need for my Emu deck. 3367, 67, 67. It's all connected. That's what the kids say. Come on. Sometimes they just feel like they're gonna give out earlier than I needed to. That's what she said. All right. Don pack, of course. This is PRB-02. Nami. Auto parts. Sabo. Let's see, will this Sabo work really well in this new Sabo? Don ×1. If you have 4 or less cards in your hand, this character gains +2,000 power. So that would make this a 3 cost, 5, 6, 7, 8. This can get up to an 8,000 power character with the Sabo, with the red-black Sabo leader. I am surprised. Have I been selling a lot of this card? I'm trying to think. You'd have to give up 2 Don cards, right? You'd have to give one Don to this Sabo, then another Don to your leader. So that's using 2 Don a turn, but for 2 Don, so he turns into 5,000 with the Don attached. Then if you have to have 4 or less cards in your hand, which I don't think that would be super difficult to do. Bad Manners Kick Course, Basil Hawkins, Koala. I think this one is run in the new OP-13 Sabo as well. It's to die for. I've been selling a lot of these lately. We got another Robin. Let's go. I'm sure that I'm fairly close to having enough Robin Dons for my Koala deck. I might have to ship those out. 37, 32. All right. So this isn't as heavy as the last pack that we had with the Sabo hit. But, we're still in there. We still in that thing. I think this is a decent number. We'll see. Just don't be a leader pack. We don't end on leader packs. That's a new rule that I'm making. Unless it's obviously an alt leader like that. No, it's not. It's not like that. Not like that at all. If it's an alt leader, we can end on that if it's ever last. But let's see if we get some last pack magic here. Last pack magic. Come on. Let me see. All right, we on the uncommons. 1 uncommon, 2 uncommon. Come on. No leader. Oh, we only had 2 uncommons. Boa Hancock. Boa Hancock. All right. Woo. Okay. Cool. So, typically this is when I just go run and grab another pack, but not today. We didn't hit a leader pack, which is good. Where did my Oh, okay, I was wondering where my damn Riftbound packs went. My Riftbound pack went. Cool. So nothing too crazy. We'll show the hit again. Then we'll also show our hit from yesterday. Let me go back. Let me bring this back. All right. So the Sabos from today, obviously, and then we have this was from yesterday, but this might be showing herself on every stream for the next month or so, or until I send her out to get graded. Probably will use PSA for that, but we'll see. But yeah, two good looking cards, pretty decent stream. We got the secret rare that we really wanted. Obviously, we want to hit the alternate versions and alternate variations of them too, but beggars can't be choosers, and I'm actually very happy because again, this is a card that I plan on using in my deck. So the more the merrier. Anyways, pretty successful stream. Got one of our subscribers back. Thank you, wifey. Much appreciated. And so we will be back at it again tomorrow, of course. I'm grateful for you all sticking around, interacting, all that fun stuff. But thank you for being here. And like always, until tomorrow, be good. Peace out.